Oh, we got our first look at Rogue Trooper, 2000 AD's Rogue Trooper. Anyone familiar with this? It's not really that obscure, but 2000 AD as a comic is kind of obscure, so it's not going to be massively well known. I've done some Rogue Trooper stuff here on the channel, and I have a whole playlist to do of 2000 AD and Judge Dredd. We knew that Duncan Jones was working on this Rogue Trooper movie. I can't remember it ever being stated that it was going to be animated, but it is. So it's an animated movie. We got our first look. And a little bit of the cast, which is interesting. Good cast, good artwork. Shame, a massive shame, it's animated. I think. Although it could be positive. So, let's take a look, right? So, way back in 2018, yep. Duncan Jones revealed that his next project would be an animated adaptation of popular comic series Rogue Trooper, and a full cast and a first look have now been revealed. It's so bloody long ago, I can't remember them saying it was going to be animated. I genuinely can't. Side note, Rogue Trooper actually had a really pretty fun, decent little game for it as well. So, Anurin Bernard is going to be Rogue Trooper. Hayley Atwell, fantastic actor with some great assets. She is going to be joining the cast. Jack Lowden and Daryl McCormack and Reece Shearsmith as well. I mean, we don't know. I would imagine Hayley Atwell will have a pretty big role. There's a lot of good cast here. I mean, not massive stars, but people, that you would have recognised their voice here and there. Asa Butterfield, Matt Berry, Alice Lowe, Sean Bean. I hope he plays the villain. That would be good. That'd be great. We don't know anything else outside of who's playing the title character, Anurin Bernard. So according to the official logline, Rogue Trooper tells the story of 19, a genetic infantryman who finds himself the sole survivor of an invasion force. Desperate to track down the traitor who sold him and his comrades out, the super soldier is accompanied by 3 killed-in-action squad mates, whose personalities have been stored in his gun, helmet, and rucksack. So they offer, and they did in the comic anyway, a certain element of like comedic relief, because he's like very stony-faced, he is the man. And so they offered a certain element of sort of comedic relief as you went through the story. The comic was really good. I really enjoyed the comic, actually. We had this statement from Jones. It says 2000 AD offers a very different flavour of comic action, political and brutal at times, but always with a Python-esque twinkle in the eye. So that's to do with Monty Python. Dredd 2012 was a taste of what 2000 AD has to offer, and now we get to show the world another side of the beast. It's a genuine privilege to be given the opportunity to make Rogue Trooper. And then we had the producer, Stuart Finnegan, say, the advancements in Unreal Engine 5 and the inclusion of metahuman rigs mean that it is now possible to achieve a very high standard of animation within an indie budget. Working with our amazing partners at Rebellion, Epic, and Treehouse Digital, we are pioneering and developing a new creative pipeline that will enable independent production of CG animated films. You know what? As good as that is for everyone else, I think that's a massive disservice for us, because I feel like you could spend some more money and this could be a great live action film. I don't want everything to be CG and animated. At the end of the day, I just don't. Yes, it's been a bit down on it, sorry. But we did have some great new artwork. And this is it. I just said Big Tank, which was, part of the sort of element of this was everything was huge. Again, you can in comics, it's sort of grandiose and fun, but wouldn't that be good to have in live action? I mean, obviously, it would be difficult, but it would be good fun. So there's the first look. It is what it is. There's not really much else to say on it, to be honest. I think it's unfortunate that this is animated. I really cannot remember them saying this at the time. My memory's not that great, but again, it was 6 years ago. I talk about a lot of stuff, so You know, it is what it is. Treehouse Digital, who did The Well, never heard of that, is creating all imagery and animation for the project, working with Jones to bring to life the world of Rogue Trooper in Unreal Engine 5. I think I did see on one of his tweets that he was in the edit bay, so it's basically done. It's kind of done. I don't know where they're even releasing this, because it's Rebellion. I have no idea. Because Rebellion have made some films, but they've not released them properly. Right? Like, and they bought this whole massive studio space and things. I've been there. I've been to that studio space. And it was a big space. It was a huge space. Really, really big space. But they don't seem to be doing anything with it. And again, whenever I do videos like this, loads of people will drop in and go, what's happening with Mega City 1, the Judge Dredd TV series? And I always go, I don't know. And frankly, at this point, I just don't give a shit either. I don't care because they've taken too long. Which is, again, unfortunate. But it is what it is. And they flip-flop so much, I don't even think they know what they're doing anymore. I think they did. At one point, they had a pretty clear vision of what they were going to be doing. But now, your guess is as good as mine. Absolutely, your guess is as good as mine. But look, I mean, the artwork's great. Let's show you that again. The artwork is fantastic. But obviously, it's going to be. This is the point, isn't it? Like when you're doing a comic adaptation and you're just doing it in animation, it's not hard to make it look like it's supposed to. So I'm not going to give them praise for this looking like it's supposed to because it's an adaptation of a comic and it's animated. Yeah, that's the easiest thing you possibly could have done, translating something to live action. And it's not easy, I know that, but this is the easiest thing you could have done. So I'm not going to give them props, be like, oh, well, it looks like it should. Yeah, it should look like this. Of course it fucking should. It's not hard. I think the cast is good. Again, I mean, yeah, the cast is fine. I'm looking at it. The cast is fine. There's nothing crazy there. The cast is fine. And there's not really much else. There's not really much else to say, to be honest. I just really hope, no matter where they release this, and dear God, Rebellion, don't you fucking make your own streaming platform. Holy crap. God, that'd be the nail in the coffin. Wherever they release this, that it gets wide acclaim, and it hopefully gives them a kick up the bum to make Dredd. Right? That's my hope. That's my optimism. But it does look good. But I'm not going to give them props for it looking good, because it should look like this. Obviously. So anyway, there you go. What do you guys think? Are you a fan? Do you know about Rogue Trooper? Let me know down below. Cheers, guys. Take care. Bye-bye now.